not stalling. I'm asking, what will he do when I post this letter?
We'll find out.
The letter doesn't exist. Al is just making it up. I'm gonna move to David's
What will you do when I post the letter?
Time for 3.
What will you do when I post the letter?
The Jewish Messiah is gonna return before you post the letter. Now let me move to
what will you do when I post the letter?
What David said.
Please
David.
move him down. Move down, please. Someone. For fuck's sake.
Sorry, what was saying, Himothy?
Say, just move it on normal down, bro. It's just like it's just fucking.
No, he's not gonna. Nobody's gonna move me
He's
down.
not gonna post the letter. He's not gonna post. I went and I thought.
Just leave him. Stop addressing him.
Okay, now David. I want to go to the claim that David made. Why am I being muted? For fuck's sake, the 99 doctors have nothing to do with the MAP organization whatsoever. The 99 doctors. The 99 physicians have nothing to do with the MAP organizations. And the medical aid organizations has nothing to do with David Duke. The claim was from the founder of Dr. Amy Sui. She made one comment on one video of David Duke. And that's the connection I'm trying to make. And the problem is any organization that you can think of has like some kind of scandals connected to one way or the other. APAC has like millions of scandals, including espionage scandals where they were like handing documents to the Mossad.
I have never seen a scam from APAC.
You don't know about the espionage scandal from 2005?
Not one. Not only not thousands, but not a single one. Now I've posted my link in the chat now, so now you can wear your dunce cap, and I will read again from the very letter that you claim to be citing. It is impossible to accurately estimate how many Palestinians in Gaza have died since October 7th. And then you invented some Nudnik standard, the charitable reading standard, which shows that, listen, these guys are advocates for Hamas. And that's fine. But then whatever follows is clearly bullshit.
What you posted isn't the letter, dumbass.
In the chat. And read it.
That's not the letter. That's not the letter.
Read what it is, schmuck.
It's not the letter.
Douchebag.
I posted the actual letter. That's not the letter.
What does it say at the top? Read the headline to the whole room. Read the letter. Okay. If you can't read it, I will. I'll read it now.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay, I read it.
Listen carefully.
Guys, I read
it.
I'll tell you. I'm trying to answer you, Al.
By 99 healthcare workers
documenting
the crime of
It's not the
genocide
letter.
in Gaza.
It's not the letter. It's not. You posted.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's an article. The authors of
oh my God, you're so fucking stupid, Al. That's an article on the letter. It's not the letter itself.
The letter is cited in the article, right?
Hey, I'm a girl. Fucking listen to me. I read the fucking thing. The letter, like the authors of the letter did write that. It's in the article.
Oh my God, the text. Sign for 3 up.
It's in the text. And now, Gary, you wear the schmuck hat for a while, okay? Since you don't want to stand on your head and spit nickels.
It's not. Hold on.
Enjoy wearing the schmuck hat.
What you posted is not the letter. It is an article commenting on the letter.
Nobody
And it cites the letter.
I know. You're gonna say there's a quote in the. You're gonna say
there are numerous quotes
in the article from the letter.
There are numerous quotes. Aren't there?
What he was initially claiming was that he was reading from the letter, and what he's
reading from the letter.
Now the part he's talking about is there right?
Gary, come on, you got nailed.
Can I finish my point?
You got nailed, Gary. Come.
What he posted isn't the letter.
He posted an article about the letter.
That's quotes from the letter. I know.
Citing the letter. Quoting the letter, and I have quoted from the quote. Go ahead, Noel.
He posted an article quoting the letter. However, it does directly quote from the letter, and one of those direct quotes does consist of the thing that he spoke about. If you scroll down,
right now
it is impossible to accurately estimate how many Palestinians in Gaza have died since October 7th.
I swear, no, he's so stupid. He's being so dumb now.
Bro,
I understand. Yes, the article he posted from like the socialist website, that part is from quote. The part is from quote. Now go back to the actual letter. Yeah, now can you find me that quote in the actual letter?
Okay, I'll look for it.
Yeah, that's the point.
The point is you've been got, Gary.
That part doesn't exist in the actual letter.
The point is you've been got, Gary.
Venus, how drunk are you?
You've been got, Gary.
Wait, what's the problem, Himothy?
Why just this guy's like it's like a waste of time. The point anyway stands.
The other guy ran away.
This
This is the only guy left.
Yeah, because we're fucking talking to this monkey.
So Venus, is your claim? Wait,
Yeah.
let's just clarify this. Is Venus's claim that when they claim that this quote is from the office of the letter, that's just a literal lie that they imposed into the?
No, I'm saying that even that quote there from like the socialists when they say they write, that's
Yeah.
I can't find that part in the actual letter.
So they just
I'm not
invented
making-
it, right?
I'm not making a claim about like the socialists. I'm just saying that's not in the letter. I posted the letter. I can find that part of the quote in the letter. Can you?
I'm gonna like do a control.
Yeah, but regardless,
Yeah, do a control.
The inference is still a good one.
It's
just
regardless
they're not
because
gonna
look, even if you accept the quote, even if you
Okay,
accept the quote,
you know what?
the way
We're arguing over nothing. This is obviously not based on data. It's just some guys advocating and
it's based on
speculating.
the IPC
There's literally
estimation.
No, it isn't. It doesn't say that. There's
It
literally no
is.
data in this letter. None.
Look,
It's an estimate in a letter that says it's impossible to estimate. It's nonsense. What you've cited is pure nonsense, and you should be more careful, frankly, and then you won't be got. Okay, Gary? Gary?
yeah, let me know when you're done being a retard so I can speak.
Well, for you, that'll be never, so nobody hold their breath waiting for you to stop being one.
Yeah, I think you're just like trolling because you're like embarrassed, but let me know when you're done so I can get to speak without interruption.
Okay, so they write, it is impossible to estimate the number of Palestinians in Gaza. How many have died since October 7th? Huh? What do you know?
It's not in the official letter that Gary gave us. I
Right.
just controlled F.
Yeah, it's in the letter. It is in, I guess it's in the appendix or something.
No, it's not. I looked.
Well, I can't help you with this.
And then I
This is-
copied and pasted the quote on Google, and it's nowhere. So they made it up, this website.
I will have to dispute you on that unless you can show me
Yo,
the
I was
data.
on your side.
Get us the letter and show
You
us
can
the
say,
quote
you
just
can
from the
say you
letter.
can be on my side. I heard you in the other room, by the way, Nuha, and your sister. Okay?
No,
So
I
we know
mean
whose
in
side
this
you're on.
particular claim, I was
We
on
know
your side.
whose side you're on, Nuha. I heard you in the other room, and your
It's
sister.
not
My
that
sister doesn't have the
like
same
trolling
views
now.
as
It's just like trolling.
Wait, are you very much pro-Palestinian, Nuha?
No, I'm just like I'm pro two-state solution.
Are you pro-Palestinian?
I'm not like I don't identify with anything.
Yes or no?
I'm just object.
Yes or no? Are you pro-Palestinian?
No, I genuinely I'm not. Like I don't have a particular
You're not
point.
pro-Palestinian, so you're different from your sister. She said she's very pro-Palestinian.
Yeah, my sister's very pro-Palestinian. Yeah.
And how pro-Palestinian are you?
Why am I being interrogated?
Just answer just be honest.
I genuinely don't have a particular like opinion.
That's not what you said in the other room, Amir's room.
In the other
You're not
room.
being honest now.
Look, I know how he's just trolling now because
I'm not trolling.
He looks bad.
I'm not
He doesn't
trolling.
have
I
the
think
letter.
I
Amir
look
was
pretty
calling
good.
me
Doesn't have the letter.
I think I look pretty
Is
good.
a quote from a website. When you actually go to the letter, the quote
It's
isn't there.
a
Read in
quote
the
from
appendices
99
or in the
healthcare
letter.
workers.
Now he looks
Back
bad.
it
Now
up.
you want
I'm
to do
sorry.
this interrogation.
What, Gary,
thing or
why
something.
don't you read
Now,
why
even
don't you read this?
let's say the quote was actually. Now let's take it to the next step. Now we know the quote isn't in the letter. Let's say it was in the letter. Hypothetically, it was in the letter. Then what the quote says is you can't accurately estimate. Not that you can't estimate, you can't accurately estimate. What does the letter say when you go to the actual letter? What does it say? It says it is likely. Now now we have two terms here, accurately and likely. What now if you want to do a charitable interpretation, presumably accurately is going to be something more precise than likely. Now, when it comes to these kind of things, we just want to go for likely, not accurately. Because presumably, if you want to be charitable, and let's say they use both terms, even though we can't find the accurate quote in the letter anywhere, we have the likely claim, and that's sufficient for these kinds of discussions. And what they say in the letter is, it is likely that the death toll from this conflict is already greater than 118,000, an astonishing 4.5% of the Gaza population. That's what the letter says.
That sound like
And what did they say? And what did they use? They used the IPC metric.
So I'd love to chime in here. What color is there in a soul? There's none. Hello to Norma.
Okay,
You-
so
you
apparently
married
this is in
people.
the appendix of the letter, which I would say is a part of the letter, despite what you say.
Tell
And I
me
think
where
we've
it is in the appendix. Show me the appendix. Where is it in the appendix?
Listen, why don't you put that in a chat? We asked you 100 times to put it in the chat. Okay, and I did, and now you're disputing the link. Yeah, now I thought you would
posted a
do.
socialist website. You didn't post a letter, dumbass.
Yeah.
Show us the
Okay.
letter.
What I posted was the same as
agent.
you. What I
You
posted
didn't post the same
was.
as me. The fuck? You didn't post the same as me. The fuck are you talking about? I posted
Yes,
the letter.
I did the exact same thing that you did.
You didn't
You
post
beat
the letter.
My headphones.
You lying dog.
Just a second, guys.
You read it the same as I.
Maxette, you have something to say?
Yes, I do.
Let's go a little further.
Shut
In
up!
the thing that you posted
Can
with.
somebody mute this
No,
ball,
seriously.
motherfucker, please? Thank you. Go ahead, Maxette.
Sorry. I did find the quote on the site where they have download the letter and they have the scroll of the letter. There's an appendix. It is in the appendix. If you search in the appendix, you're right at the beginning. It does say the word likely. That is part of their assessment. But in the paragraphs, it does have page 9. It is impossible to accurately estimate how many Palestinians in Gaza have died since October 7th. That the above evidence makes abundantly clear the number is far, far higher than the 41,495 who are confirmed killed by military violence. While saying it's impossible to estimate exactly how many. But they think it's more than 40. Then they go in bold, with the known violent deaths, the estimated 10,000 people buried under the rubble and certainly dead, a conservative estimate of 62,413 deaths from malnutrition and disease, and a conservative estimate of 5,000 deaths in patients with chronic diseases, we estimate that the current death toll is at least 118,908, approximately agreeing with the projected estimates cited above. And then they're like sort of conclusion.
It's in the
Just quick conclusion. This represents a shocking 5.4% of all people in the Gaza Strip. These are the most conservative estimates of the death toll that can be made with the given available data as of September 30th.
Yeah, it's in the download appendix. Yeah, I found it there as well. Yeah.
Is that a lot?
But is it from the same link that I
See,
sent? Yeah.
but don't they put the stars in their
Would you like to
logos?
apologize, Gary, right now?
No, because in the very same quote it says how many actually likely
It's
died.
impossible to estimate, isn't it, Gary?
But aren't you all
No, that's not
found
what
that
the.
quote?
Gary,
You're
Gary,
not
do you want to
understanding what they
apologize
mean.
now? Gary,
No,
do you want to
because you're-
apologize?
You don't. No.
Did I quote it accurately,
No.
Gary? Did I
No,
quote
you
the
didn't
letter
quote it
exactly? Did I quote it verbatim, Gary? The letter that you cited, Gary, in the appendix, Gary.
Really?
I didn't
Reach for the stars,
No,
sure.
Gary,
no,
Gary, did I
no,
cite it
no,
exactly, Gary?
Tell my butt.
No.
Gary, did I
no,
cite it
no.
exactly
No.
from the appendix of the letter that you quoted, sir?
If you
No,
didn't
no.
know him, I'm gonna buy you
No,
a
you
coffee
didn't.
and a water. It's okay.
If I did not,
Let me know.
If you
Let me
did,
know when you want to
you know.
head it.
Let's hear the answer.
just a yes or a no. Did I verbatim quote the appendix of the letter?
No.
I didn't. Should I do it again? I can do it
I
again.
can tell you why you didn't verbatim quote it if you let me finish.
Okay. So again, so first, okay, so you found it, I found it. They write, this is from the appendix, page 9, as Richard said, it is impossible to accurately estimate how many Palestinians in Gaza have died since October 7th. Now, you disputed it, you called me a liar, you had some other nutcase saying the same thing.
I never called you a liar, by the way.
Well, yeah, you did. You called me all sorts of names when you weren't making references to Auschwitz. So,
Yeah, I
does
never
it
called
say...
you a liar. I'll tell
does
you
it-
what
does-
I'll tell you what
No,
I
wait.
did.
Does
Let me know
it
when
say
you're done.
exactly? Does it say exactly what I say it says? Precisely.
No, the sentence is
Yes or
verbatim.
no?
But the
Okay, I
sentence
did
is
cite it verbatim. So now you're
Yeah, but
conceding
without
that I cited the letter.
Without context, it's verbatim.
So wait. So it's not from some doopy socialist website, right? It's from the letter that you
No,
cited.
it is
isn't
from a socialist website.
Well, no, it's from the appendix to the letter that you cited, right? Right?
Yeah, it is from
Why
the
don't you let him talk to us?
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah. I can take
Excellent.
care.
Now,
Yeah,
the fact that there's nothing valuable or based on data in this is another whole argument. But they say themselves that it's impossible to accurately estimate the number of Palestinians that have died since October 7th. And then they make up a bunch of numbers. Based on what? I don't know. Out of their minds. out of their hearts, right? So
No.
why don't we go back now? You want to challenge the Colgate data now that we've established that letter that you cited is a bunch of hooey that contradicts itself internally. Now that you've
It doesn't
admitted that I've
contradict itself,
accurately
no.
cited the letter that says it's impossible to do what they're trying to do. And I don't blame them.
Well,
'cause
why
they're
don't we look forward at what we can do to unite the two civilizations?
Okay,
Yeah,
this is what I think that they should do.
Isn't that what you guys are supposed to be doing? Is unite?
No, I think we're
I'm
supposed
almost done, and thank you for asking. This is what I think should be done. The women and the children of Gaza should be evacuated to safety, and the militants should fight like men instead of hiding behind their women and children. That's what I think should be done going forward. And then when they're finished fighting, and they've decided to give us our hostages and to leave as we've requested because they're a terror group, then we can rebuild Gaza. How's that sound?
I just kind of recommend that people review that letter, probably on either side. You can
And let the men leave too, and be merciful. Be merciful upon.
Can I get to speak? Can I get to speak?
The offer's out there. I was wondering if Gary thought that was.
As long as they leave, then.
Okay, it's Gary's turn.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Al, the only thing that you did was you brought a website that quotes partially from the letter, and you read the quote there, which verbatim quotes the appendix of the letter.
Thank
never
you.
posted the letter. You never
Thank
read
you.
the letter.
Well, you posted
didn't
the
have a
letter.
link.
Why would I have
You
to
didn't
post
have
the
a
letter
link.
if you did it?
I don't know. Look, I let you finish. I don't know why you're over talking me. I didn't cut you
No,
off.
it's your
Yeah, just
turn.
like put it in the audience. Yeah, you never quoted the letter. You never read the letter, and you're misrepresenting the letter because the way you're interpreting accurate there is not how the letter is using accurate, because a letter says it is impossible to accurately give the number, but they're giving estimates and they're saying likely. So by accurate there, they mean something other than it is likely this number. What we care about when we're having these discussions is what's likely the case, what's more plausible than not. And the letter has no problem using the word likely. So when they're using accurately, they're talking more about certainty, not likely.
Yeah.
What
So
we care about
why
in
don't
these
you talk to me
conversations
about
is
this?
likely,
Talk to me.
not
Talk to
accurately.
me.
So they're
Forget
not
who else you're
contradicting
talking to.
themselves
Talk to
because
me.
they're not using
Summarize.
in a polysemous manner the same term. They're using
Summarize
a
it,
likely when they're talking about the numbers, and they're using estimations and likely. And in the same paragraph which you quoted, the same sentence you're dying on, the hill you're dying on, in the very same paragraph, as said, it goes on to say, with the known violent deaths, the estimated 10,000 people buried under a rubble and certainly dead, a conservative estimate of 62,000.
Yep.
Please subscribe.
And by the way,
I want Gary to talk.
Estimates after accurate. So whatever accurate
Stop all your
means,
bullshit.
it doesn't rule out likely.
I'm Aryan. I'm
estimates.
German. Talk to me. I'm
Anyways,
accountable.
that was the point that I wanted to make. I think there was like something else I wanted to comment on. Yeah, there was like no data referred to in this. Like, where did you get that? There's like no data.
oh, there's tons of data. This letter is
Yeah, he said there's
Who
like no
gives
data.
a
Where
fuck
did you get
about all
there's
this
like
past
no
stuff?
data?
What do you want now? What do you want now that'll make you happy and shut up and get over? That's what I want to know. So what'll make you happy and shut the fuck up on both sides? I'm German, and my ancestors threw these fuckers in the oven.
So,
You know?
are you
There you go.
drinking?
So we'll throw all you fuckers in the oven.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, it's all in the audience.
All you fuckers.
Isola, do you have any like?
You know?
Do you have
Yeah,
any?
But, so make a deal, make it cut.
Do you have any
Look at
comments?
Coke, this box.
back up. Bring normal back up.
Norm's a legend, dude. He's a fucking psycho ass 6'3" fucking Jew. You know the legend.
Stop, and he's not engaging in the conversation.
He's a crazy fucking Jihad. Oh, God.
Gary, it didn't sound like it was a very big.
But listen to the Aryan, dude. I'm German. I'm a fucking Nazi, dude. I'm like the Nazi invading your little space. I'm seeing what you guys are up to. And here's the thing. See, I love Jewish people and Arabic people because they've been so nice to me. The Jewish people have paid me millions of dollars, and the Arabic people have.
Do you actually have
And
the
they've
appendix in
both
front
been
of
so
you?
nice.
Yeah.
So it's strange to me. And I've been to Dubai. I've had some wonderful Jewish clients that have helped me out. So I'm kind of lost.
Do
man.
they know you
Why
think
you
you're a
can't?
Nazi?
But see, look at the title, because Cogs, this is possible. It is possible. So cut a deal,
Literally,
make everybody happy, and make everybody a peep. and put your 1,000-year war behind you.
It's like a 10,000-year war.
Which you can
Ah, 10,000.
So Gary, are you ready to now, Gary? Are you comfortable? Victory is the right. So we both agreed that I read accurately from, I'm sorry, the appendix to the letter, which I would consider part of the letter. Most people
No, you didn't read accurately from shit.
Well, I did read. I read accurately from the. You admitted it. You found.
I'm seeing what
Are
you
you
guys are up to,
backtracking? Are you
yeah.
lying?
No, I'm saying that
It is
the
impossible to accurately estimate the number of Palestinians that have died in Gaza.
That's what you do.
Yeah, I'm saying the sentence is verbatim. I'm saying the way you interpret it is incorrect, and I'm saying that the quote from and I'm saying just quoting that is quoting out of context. That was the claim.
Oh, I see. So that doesn't say that what is in that letter is inaccurate?
No.
That's correct. That's not what it's saying.
Oh, it doesn't say that it's impossible to accurately estimate the number of deaths in Gaza. I thought it said that.
Well, verbatim, it says that. What that means
Okay.
is not that
Now
you
we're
can
making
likely give a
progress.
number.
Now we're getting progress. Now let's talk about what it means. Now that you've conceded that I accurately quoted the letter that you
No, but
cited,
you're not accurately.
Let it get to the
But
logic.
that's a leap of jump. You think
Gary,
that
just let it get to
from no, but he thinks that saying something like this one sentence out of context is verbatim correct.
it's not out of
Is
context.
him
Not out of
accurately
context.
quoting from the article.
He's stalling. Just let him get to the logic.
Which guy is stalling?
You are.
How am I stalling?
Because you're not acknowledging that the sentence which says that it is impossible to accurately estimate then goes on to provide what they can describe as a conservative estimate.
Right.
Which
Inaccurate.
means, whoa, hey, I didn't pause. I was not done. All right, please wait. It means that whatever they're doing, it is impossible to accurately estimate, but apparently it is possible to do something other than accurately estimate. They could estimate in other ways.
Did he drop out for you?
No.
He dropped
No,
out.
it's your.
Jump. You think
Gary, just let it get
Keep
on.
say something.
So you quoted the letter.
The group that gives me more hot, slutty women wins.
So you quoted a letter
that's
that
cool.
makes estimates, which the letter itself admits are impossible to make accurately. So why are you hanging your hat on a letter that calls itself inaccurate? Which guy is stalling? And why are you trying to die on
Because if you read
Humility
accurate
in
data
the
in
mark of
context,
wisdom.
because if you read accurate data in its proper context, what that means is something like certitude. But that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in likelihood, not
Right.
certitude.
Okay.
Right.
And what is this likelihood based on? What data?
Read the letter.
Amongst other things,
Wait, I'm asking Gary, and I don't need you to
amongst
tell me to
other
read
things-
the
Wait,
letter.
let me answer this fucking question.
Yes,
Let me
please,
answer
please.
the fucking question for
Please,
a second.
somebody else was interrupted.
Yeah, amongst other things, it's based on the Famine Review Committee of the Gaza Strip, done by the IPC, which is under the United Nations, based on that data.
And
And
where is
that's on
the
the appendix as
citation?
well.
Where is the citation? Yeah.
And page 6, you find it in its June report, the IPC. And in the hyperlink in the June report is the report that I just gave now. If you read the appendice instead of like quote mining from the socialist website, you would have known that.
Well, I'm not quote mining from the socialist
You
website. What I'm doing is I'm quoting the letter that you cited.
You
Which
never have access to the letter.
I
You're quote
understand.
mining
I
from the-
understand.
Quote mining.
I'm quoting the letter. You didn't read
That's
the
part of
appendix.
quote mining, Norm.
No.
Yes.
You didn't read the appendix
You
to
can't
the
quote mine
letter.
unless you're quoting something.
You
One
didn't read.
second.
You didn't read
Normal.
the appendix. Hang on, I'm responding. You didn't read the appendix to the letter that you cited, did you?
I didn't. No.
Hang on.
This is the difference between you and me.
Okay.
I at all times relied upon summaries of the entire
Right.
report.
Right.
What you did is you took one sentence out
Well,
of
wait.
context. of the
No,
letter.
that is not accurate.
That's
You don't
the
tell me
difference.
what I
The
did. So I'll
second
say it
thing-
again.
the second
Wait,
thing-
I asked
the
you a
second
question
thing-
and
I'm
now
not
you're
done.
disrespecting
I'm not done.
Wait,
I know
did
you're
you
excited,
read
but
the
let me
appendix
finish.
to the letter that you cited?
I'm not done.
Wait, did you read the
second
appendix?
thing-
Yes or no?
I didn't read the
Well,
appendix from A to Z. I didn't read the appendix.
You
The
didn't read
second
the appendix
thing
to the letter that you cited.
Neither of
Okay.
us did.
Okay.
Now the second thing is But I never
But
quote
you
mine. I relied on summaries.
cited the letter as
You
somehow
quote mine
a source of
I
data.
don't need to read the thing from A to Z. I relied on
So you
summaries.
didn't
What I
read the
did,
thing that you cited, right?
what I did was I relied on the wiki's summary. I relied on the wiki's summary of the report.
So you
What
went to
you did was
Wikipedia. You were
mining.
quote mining,
The
right?
second thing,
Why
the
can't we-
second
Were you
thing.
quote mining from Wikipedia?
No, I didn't quote mine from Wikipedia. Well, I didn't quote mine from Wikipedia. What I did was I said, look, there's these 99 doctors who gave you these numbers in this study right here. What you did, sorry, in this letter right here. What you did is
Who
you
was
quote
talking
mine
over
from
you?
the
Who
letter.
was talking over
Here we
you?
go.
I don't know the year guy. No, I can kick out this year guy. This year guy's ruining the conversation. Kick him down.
No, I mean, it's a lot. Why can't we disagree?
Just kick down this year guy. What's this year guy yapping? Kick him down. Okay.
So keep going,
Now, the
by the
second
way,
thing
with your
is-
anti-Semitic comments. Will you
The
acknowledge that
second
when you
thing
call...
is, I don't know.
Will you
need to
admit
calm
that when
down
you
with
say
the-
Yid guy in Auschwitz, you were being an anti-Semite, sir?
Oof.
No, I wasn't being I was not anti-Semitic.
Are you losing
When you say Auschwitz to somebody, when you say Auschwitz to somebody, sir, when you say Auschwitz to somebody, sir, are you being an anti-Semite, sir?
No, I'm
When
not.
you call somebody a Yid guy, which is like saying this Jew.
Moderate.
No, no,
I never even heard
Gary.
of that word
Deflection,
before. I have no idea what you're
Gary.
talking about. Listen, and normal, stop with the Jewish tactics.
Gary,
and
I'm
let's
trying to
continue the
talk to you.
conversation.
Wait a second. When
Now-
you call somebody a Yid guy,
Deflection.
hang on. When
I
you
don't know, I
call
don't give a
somebody
fuck
a
about
Yid
this.
guy, are you being an anti-Semite?
He knows he's losing it. That's why he wants to.
Gary,
Normal,
Gary,
Please.
quiet.
This Muzzy is trying to
Wow,
trigger
Muzzy.
you. This,
Sorry, who's a Muzzy? Who's a Muzzy?
Morador is trying to trigger you.
He calls me a
Sorry,
Muzzy.
Randy,
That's
who's a
fine.
Muzzy?
He calls me a Muzzy. That's fine. That's okay. I don't want
Wait,
to.
who's a Muzzy in here?
He calls me a Muzzy. Apparently, that's fine.
Your
Wait,
son, well, he called somebody a Yid guy. Now
I never called anyone you guys.
you want to be a victim.
That's
Who
fine.
called-
You
who
want
called
to be
somebody
a
a Yid
victim.
guy?
That's
Don't
what it's
worry
like
about
calling
that.
somebody
Make
a
your point.
Yid.
Make your point. Don't worry about it. I don't have nothing to
So
respond.
I made my point. It went over your head. I'm sorry.
That's fine, Gary. We'll make a case.
I wanted to, sorry, shut up for a second. I want to make another claim. The other claim that the crazy and normal guy said, he said this relies on no data. Like, I don't know where he got that from. Just go on page 6. Stop with the Jewish tactic. On page 6, it cites the June report from the IPC on the Famine Review Committee of the Gaza Strip.
Yeah, they have a ton of data. It's a great letter.
And the other David guy was even more insane. He said one person didn't die of famine in Gaza. That was like the insane thing.
I think there's a paragraph there that specifically lists 40 specific children, infants and newborns that they were comparing to the atrocity. They tallied up that of the infants that died in the bombing, more babies, children died in the bombing than all of the Jews that died during the first and second Intifada. They have like some quote in there. So seriously, read that letter.
Sorry, yeah, I was just looking. Yeah, the famine report is actually great. I just like skimmed it now. But I think the David guy was making a more interesting claims. The normal guy was just like insane.
Yeah, but I am
David
very
Guy's
happy
not
that we
getting
discovered this
emotional.
letter. This is a good letter. It's got a lot of good sources in it.
Yeah, I don't even fucking like Palestine, but these like crazy Israelis are like even worse.
Well,
I think the Yaakov guy was like more sane, but
and you probably would feel that way for New Yorkers in general.
I don't know. I like New York Jews. Chomsky's a New York Jew.
Not exactly, right? His parents were immigrants, I think. Like there's
Yeah, but he
different.
grew up in New York.
Yeah, he grew up in New York. I think Brooklyn, right? Was he a Brooklyn boy?
I think he was born in Philadelphia. Never mind.
That would.
But yeah, he grew up in Brooklyn.
Yo, Eitan, can you invite El Normal?
And maybe we can talk about that. It's a lot of people.
I want to talk to Yaakov guy. I want to talk to him because I think Yaakov guy said he's a mathematician and these were like linear inferences or something.
Yeah, no, Yaakov knows a lot about the statistics. He kind of advises us when they do
For something that's easily agreeable that it's a lot of people. They're dying. Why can't we? Is it a lot? Gary, do you think it's a lot?
Can't we all just get
About that, where?
I mean, but this is like a fact that I think that we could all agree upon that it's a lot of people that are dead. Maybe,
On what?
Maybe it's not a lot of people. Do you think it's not a lot of?
Where? On where? I don't know what you're talking about.
Before you're talking about this letter, you just went back and forth about the fucking appendix forever. Why can't you?
Yeah, like a lot of people died in Gaza. Yeah, like who disputes that?
It's a lot of people.
The only one who disputed that was that crazy David guy, like the Smurf guy, the blue guy.
right? Nobody died.
Maybe the Gazans would want to surrender and give up the hostages.
Maybe, I don't know.
Why the fuck would they want to do that?
Do you have any other non-speakers you'd like to share?
Maybe not enough people
I
died.
think you need to delineate between Gaza and
Sasha, are you here?
you need to
Yeah, I
delineate
literally
between
just got my
Gazans
class. I
and
just came
Hamas.
out.
I'm gonna mod you. Can you bring up
Don't force me to delineate people, yeah.
I'm just suggesting. I said I suggest. I didn't force.
I'm just
Alright,
missing.
come up.
Okay.
Alright, demod me.
Time.
Demod.
Thank you. Thank you
Why
very
the fuck
much.
did you mod like Ashraf?
No,
What's
no,
wrong
I'm
with
gonna
you,
get
man?
demodded. Demod me. No,
Go to the audience.
All right.
Send yourself to the audience.
Gary, did you have having proven my point? Do you have anything else? Having proven my point, Gary, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Do you want
Do you want to discuss? Shut up, Uri.
You want to go
you
back
wanna
to the audience, or you want to be?
Why, do you?
Do you want to?
Do you want to go to the audience?
Provenist things in your imagination.
Okay. Okay, so I'm talking to Gary now. Gary, you there?
Civilized debate here. Can you
Okay.
behave, please?
You want to be sent to the audience?
Can you behave, please? Thank you.
Nuha, would you send her to the audience while I'm talking
Sorry,
to Gary,
if you
please?
keep provoking, you're gonna have to go down.
Thank you, Nuha.
You
So,
too.
Gary,
What's up, buddy?
all right, so buddy, so you've now conceded that I quoted the appendix to the letter that you cited, which you had not read, right?
No, I
Right?
didn't
You
concede
conceded that,
bro.
right? Huh? What?
No, I didn't concede that, no.
Okay, so you did not read the appendix to the letter that you posted, right? Before you posted it, right?
Why not, do you mean, did I read it from like A to Z?
You didn't read the part that I cited.
I
You
didn't
missed
read
it.
the I didn't read the appendix, no. That's
You
correct.
didn't read the, okay, that's what I just said. You did not read the appendix to the letter that you cited and that you posted in the chat, right?
Did I ever claim otherwise?
You did not read it. Okay. And then I posted a quote from it that said, that called into question the accuracy of the thing. Would you disagree
No.
about the meaning of the term, it is impossible to accurately estimate? Okay. So in other words, they made some estimations. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. They seem, I don't know of any other organization, by the way.
That's if somebody
Yeah.
says X is likely, does that mean does that mean the same thing as they're saying maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong?
Yes, I would say so. Because you'd have to know what the basis of the, you'd have to, well, I think it is. You'd have to know what the basis of the likelihood is. So merely saying that
What do you
something
think the word, hold on, what do you think the word maybe means?
maybe means maybe yes, maybe no.
If something is 99% likely to happen, it's still a maybe yes, maybe no, correct?
But they didn't say it was 99% likely.
That's
did
not my
they?
question. That's
But
not
they
my question.
didn't. Okay, well, let's move on. Let's move on.
Just answer
Do
my
you have
question.
any? Well,
If
I'm not
something
going to
is
keep going. I'm not.
99%, if X is 99% likely to occur, is X occurring still maybe yes, maybe no?
It's a false question. I dispute
There's
your
no such thing as
premise.
a false question. There's no such thing
How
as a false question.
likely did they say their data was to be accurate?
That's not my question. Just answer
Oh,
my
no,
question.
that's my
because
question. That is my
Can I
question.
I'm
pose a
concerned.
question?
I'm
Let's
concerned
talk
with the
about the
language you're
appendix.
using.
Let's talk about the appendix. How likely is their data to be accurate?
Look,
Yes.
the problem that I have
Yes.
with the way you're phrased, what I'm saying is
Can
you're
we
just
all agree it's
honestly.
directionally correct? It's somewhat directionally correct to move on.
What? That there's some people
No,
who may have died of starvation,
let me
maybe
make my
not.
point uninterrupted. I want to make a point uninterrupted. Look,
Sounds
what I'm
good.
saying is El Normo is being very slimy with the language. The
Okay.
point with maybe it's like a model
I
term.
think you're being
As
very
long- as long
slimy
as-
and anti-Semitic, by the way, which is a little bit disgusting.
all maybe means is that it is possible. In fact, something can have a probability of 1, something can have a probability of 100, and still be possibly that it doesn't occur.
Great. What's the
Maybe
probability
yes,
of
maybe
this
not even
letter?
interesting because when we're having these conversations, what matters to us is likelihood, not
So what is the
probability.
likelihood
Sorry,
of
not
this data being
possibility, but
accurate?
probability. And the article in the part from the socialist website, when it gives the quote, it doesn't give the full paragraph. But in the same paragraph, it gives the estimates.
Actually,
And then
it does
goes
give
on to
that.
say
You're
what is likely the
inaccurate.
case.
Okay,
Now, what
you're
is,
making
what
it.
L is
You've made a lot of
focusing
nonsense.
on.
You've made
Sorry, what did I say
a
that's
lot of
nonsense?
nonsense points that are inaccurate, and you've.
Sorry, what did I say that's nonsense?
That you said, for example, that it did not include the estimates, and it does. If you just keep reading. You also mentioned. You also mentioned.
Socialist website. It goes on to give you the estimates.
You're also, as a further bit of nonsense, in saying that it comes from a socialist website, you're denying the reality of its existence in the appendix, right? So you're being slimy, aren't you?
Sorry, what am I being slimy about?
Because in mentioning the socialist website, you
So
are
I
denying.
just want to qualify.
Hang
I want to qualify my claim that.
Hang on. In mentioning the socialist website, you are slimily overlooking the fact that the exact quote that I mentioned in the room some hour ago is directly from the appendix to the letter that you cited but did not read.
I never denied that, though. That's not what's being denied.
Well, by saying that it's from a socialist website, you slimily overlook the reality of its existence in the appendix to the letter, which you did not read. Correct?
No.
You did read the appendix to the letter before you posted it? You did not.
Posted what?
You did not. The letter.
Posted what?
The letter.
Yeah, I posted the letter without reading the appendix. When did
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
No, but what you're saying slimy as if I did something dishonestly. What
by mentioning the socialist website.
Can we move on to a different discussion? Like, this is boring.
Well, let's
try to be less slimy and less anti-Semitic.
I just want to reiterate
here, and you will
that
know, you weasel.
anti-Semitism is not tolerated in this room.
Sorry. Say it again, please, Nuha.
I just want to reiterate that I have a zero tolerance policy for anti-Semitism, and I will not tolerate it.
So when he says Auschwitz, that's anti-Semitic, isn't it, Nuha?
So I definitely did not hear that, but from this point onwards, if I hear something anti-Semitic, I'm not gonna.
I say Auschwitz
Okay, and when he calls somebody, and when he calls somebody, okay, now Thorman has called me a weasel, and now he gets sent down. Now you can send him down. Now you can send him down. Now you can send him down. Right?
Wait, what did he say?
Normo is a weasel. Yeah, it's an anti-Semitic remark. So now you can use your word.
Anti-Semitic.
Now you can use your word. Thank you very much. Now we're making progress.
Anti-Semitism shall not be tolerated.
Now we're making progress. Now let me continue.
Somebody weasel anti-Semitic.
Wait, is it not?
It's kind of like the claim that karate
It's an anti-Semitic trope. It's an anti-Semitic. Let's move. Hang on, everybody quiet.
I don't understand.
Everybody calm down.
Guys,
I don't think you're using
One mic, please. One mic.
It's horrible.
One mic. Thank you. Now, furthermore,
It's really horrible.
Gary,
I don't understand. Are they jealous?
You want to send him down, please?
I just don't get it. I mean, I
Would
just
you
don't
send Chris
understand
down
that.
now?
The anti-Semitism
No,
is
Chris
just
is not
horrible.
Palestinian.
He's interrupting. Would you send him down, please, or mute him? Thank you.
Wow,
Now-
dude, really, dude.
Now,
A
when
Palestinian
Gary
can't
says,
speak. Really?
now when a, now, fine.
No,
You can speak after me. You can speak. All right, calm down.
Now he's gonna focus on
Send
like
him down,
every small
please,
thing
Nuha.
that happened. He's gonna claim everything is anti-Semitic.
Send him down, please. Okay. Send him down.
Okay, let's go.
Please send Christopher down for interrupting.
Yeah, Washington Square Park.
Please send him down.
What did you say that was
He's
anti-Semitic?
interrupting. Send him
No,
down.
no,
Bro, I
that's-
literally muted up. Go ahead.
Interruptions are anti-Semitic.
Respectfully,
Okay,
you've been
now let's
interrupting.
continue. We make progress.
Be in the Matrix.
Sent down
Perfect.
Soren. Now let's get to
Couldn't have said
Gary.
it better.
When Gary calls somebody
The
that
internet is
is a
anti-Semitic.
Yid means that Jew. Since Yid, hang on, don't interrupt. Yid means Jew. And when you deride somebody and call him that Jew, that is anti-Semitic. So now when you once again,
anti-Semitic? What?
when you in a derisive tone, yes. So now that we've established, now that we've established that you're an
Don't abuse
anti-Semite,
this provision.
say that again, Nuha?
He just said calling
Don't make
somebody who's
everything-
I can't hear you because
anti-Semitic.
you're talking. This guy is talking over you. I want to hear what you say, Nuha.
Okay, look, listen, just because I have a zero tolerance policy towards anti-Semitism doesn't mean you should abuse it and make everything anti-Semitic, okay?
I will not make
let's try and
everything
be realistic.
anti-Semitic. When he says that Yid, hang on. When he derisively says that Yid means Jew, and when he says it derisively,
by the way.
yes, you did. That Yid guy, you said.
I have a
I never
question.
said that Yid guy. When?
Yeah, you did.
I have a
Now
question.
you're just lying.
I have a question.
Wait.
Okay,
Yeah?
here's the
Yeah,
question. Go with me a little bit for now. If, out of my concern for anti-Semitism, I have concerns that Norm is a bad representation of the Jews, can I ask you to throw him to the audience so that they're not being
Yes,
anti-Semitic?
Yeah,
that's
if you can prove he's anti-Semitic.
Okay.
I represent nobody but myself.
If you
So
can
I am
prove
not a
that
representative
Norm
of the
is
Jews.
anti-Semitic,
by making Jews look bad, by like making.
I
each other
represent
bad,
nobody
making
but myself.
anti-Semitic.
I don't speak. I
And
don't
given that
represent
that's
Jews.
anti-Semitic, I should kick him down to the stage.
that's normal.
because
If you say
that's
something
anti-Semitic.
anti-Semitic, I have to kick you.
I've never said anything anti-Semitic
I
in
just
my life or
downloaded a
racist.
glossary. Sorry, I just downloaded a glossary of what's anti-Semitic, and weasel is not anti-Semitic.
Weasel
Look
is
up
anti-Semitic.
vermin and rodent.
No, I'll put it
Look
It
up
is
rodent
not
and
inclusive.
vermin.
here.
Weasel is a kind of vermin. Stop trying to defend anti-Semitism, Wednesday.
Not pull out the dictionary.
It's a
Stop trying to defend anti-Semitism, Wednesday. It won't work.
Andrew's rooms. Look, to be fair to Norma, I've listened to him a lot in Andrew's rooms. I think after Dershowitz, he's the best lawyer and the best representation design this side has to
I mean,
offer.
he's definitely anti-Semitic, Noah, so you just should kick him down on the spot.
How am I anti-Semitic, Venus? Venus, come on. I don't like this slander. How am I anti-Semitic, bro? I accept all the Israeliyat hadith, bro. I love the Israeliyat hadith.
Okay.
For those of you who are not following the law, hate speech is now being dealt with very severely, shall I say, by
Dude,
the laws
I'm
of the law.
defending your rights, Norm. Why are you angry at me?
I'm not angry at
I'm on
anybody.
your side. I'm on your side.
I'm
I'm on
not
your side.
angry
You
at
never,
anybody.
you
I'm
never
trying to
let
keep-
anyone else speak. You never let anyone else
Yeah.
speak.
Well,
You're
so you're
always
speaking now.
after
I can't control
Dershowitz.
you.
Yeah,
And Norma, is he being anti-Semitic?
After Dershowitz, after
Nuha.
Dershowitz, I seriously think Normo is the best representative for the Zionist side.
Okay.
Your opinion of a good lawyer matters very little to me.
Be that as it
Exactly.
may,
I think
I want you
By the way,
guys
I
not
hate
to get in
Dershowitz.
trouble.
He's a piece of shit.
So don't get yourselves in trouble by being anti-Semitic or using anti-Semitic speech. And don't try to be a wise ass and say, hey, what's anti-Semitic about calling him a slimy kid?
Hate speech is defended by the First Amendment.
How dare you?
Well, there's a new sheriff in town.
That's literally
Second
okay.
Amendment?
Then I'm literally gonna call up my Jewish lawyer and then sue the U.S. government.
All right, let's move on. Now that we...
The best Jewish lawyer
As long as
is
there's
by
not a
far
direct call for
Normo.
violence.
Yeah, Normo is by far the best.
Now that
He's the best Jewish lawyer I've seen.
Now that Nuha has admirably drawn the line in the sand on anti-Semitism, saying that she will tolerate none, and I support you for that, let's talk about the existence or the possibility of coexistence. This room is created by a Jew. His name is Amos. He's an Israeli from a kibbutz. So Jews are now reaching out to Palestinians for the possibility of coexistence. And it would really make me happy if the Palestinians took this hint and also tried to make coexistence possible.
We do want coexistence. You guys are not the ones that are coexisting with the
Well,
Palestinians.
try starting a room about it and see how. Let's see you do something. Don't just say, do something.
Well,
Even if we did,
haven't seen the weasel part for being anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I think
Stop trying to defend anti-Semitism.
No,
Wednesday.
I went through the whole glossary.
No, but one second, witnesses, stop trolling.
I'm never
Normal.
coexisting with you, Wednesday. I swear.
I tell you what, Normal, if you want to start coexisting, the first thing you should do is stop claiming everything is anti-Semitic. Like, let us speak. Let us have speech first, so we can
So,
coexist.
Gary, you've done another slimy bullshit trick of claiming somehow that I said everything was anti-Semitic. More bullshit. I'm calling you out. Please proceed.
Yeah, so we can't coexist if you keep claiming everything is anti-Semitic.
Bullshit again, times 3. Nobody ever claimed that everything was anti-Semitic. You, sir, are a liar. Please continue.
What is anti? Okay, how about this? How do you define anti-Semitism, Norma?
Jew hate.
What does that mean?
Okay, what does that mean? What the hell does that mean?
Okay, of the 2 words, Jew and hate, which one do you not understand? I will
Hamid and Gary.
We're backsliding. We're backsliding.
Like L, if I call you like a slimy little rat, how is that Jew hate?
Let's move forward. Let's move
No, it's
forward.
because Gary, there was motifs of these, this verbiage, like fucking, you're a rat and stuff, told to the Jews in the 1940s.
It's a kingly thing.
So it's like systemic racism, basically.
Yeah, rat.
Thank you.
Yeah, they had, the Nazis had
So
wonderful
so
imagery
Gary, I
of
get,
A rat and a
coming out of
weasel are
gutters.
2 different things.
Okay,
Wednesday.
rodent, vermin.
I grant the rat part, but like slimy, can you find me like a
Okay, moving forward. What happened to moving forward?
Slimy is not lying and cheating.
Backsliding.
No, can you stop? I swear, if you do the rule,
You guys speak over each other. I have to.
Let us. What's wrong
No,
with you?
I want this to be productive, bro.
Well, sometimes
Who
you just let it
is
yell
going
out.
to be productive? What, Ashraf and this El Normal guy? Ooh, it's like already a disaster.
Listen, you spent 3 hours discussing like one clause in like some appendix, okay?
Resistance was right. Resistance was right about you.
For real.
Nuha, I'm not sure you're ready to be a
I'm
lawyer.
not gonna lie, the resistance guy was actually correct. It was like that was going nowhere. I'm not gonna lie. That guy was like on point.
I think we've made a lot of progress. You're coming along pretty well, Gary. At least you're being able to at least sometimes acknowledge the truth, like my claim.
I like you too. For like a slimy Jew, you're not that bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Anti-Semitism, you should get sent down for that.
I have to move you down, Venus.
No, leave me.
Zero tolerance. Zero tolerance.
Listen,
Zero
you
tolerance.
could have called him slimy. You just
I'm about to leave.
Zero tolerance.
That was
Zero
anti-Semitic.
tolerance.
Put a thumbs up.
Slimy is not anti-Semitic.
It's not slimy. It's like added Jew to the end of it.
I have a question about anti-Semitism, though. Is anti-Semitism inherently wrong?
Nah.
No, but once I can.
That's an
Max,
anti-Semitic.
wait,
Let's see. No, Gary, wait. Let me elaborate. Because what if my religion tells me that I have to hate Jews?
Right.
Yeah. So is there like a negative connotation to anti-Semitism? Like, is that like, are you gonna? What's the entailment of that? Basically, am I gonna be jailed?
Where? What do you mean?
Anywhere, because you're,
Like
there's
he's
like.
saying, if his religion teaches him to hate Jews.
Well, no. Listen. If your religion were to teach you to hate Jews, I mean, could you elaborate on your question exactly?
Yeah, like I have to hate Christians and Jews and atheists equally.
Good.
You guys are all pagans. You guys are all going to hell.
We're not pagans. Hold on, let's make this
Okay,
clear.
but I
Jews
mean,
are not
listen.
pagans.
For my
Jews are even worse in Islam.
based upon
Christian hate. This is great.
So you're asking whether or not we should say that there's an objective moral problem with a religion instructing people to hate others?
Yeah. Is there a problem?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And if so,
Fair
what's
question.
the contradiction? What's the P and not P?
Well, okay. So I would say that there's nothing inherently wrong because, like, let's say there is a God. Let's just totally accept it, and let's say that He gave instructions. There could be people you're supposed to hate. That could just be the way it's supposed to be, right? So plausibility is there. But I think the reason more it gets rejected is more the meta conversations around morality. Like when people compare the different systems and they see overlaps, they get to this more humanist approach of like broad principles of humans should all like each other. And that could be wrong, right? That might not come from God. And that could be like a distortion designed to confuse people. But I'd say that mostly humanity works as like a collective, and we move with the dumb parts and the smart parts. And in terms of like morality, the highest level consideration is that there shouldn't be any moral delineations made between different people, that we should have at least some kind of a basic caring for everyone. Now, what was it? I just want to clarify one little point. when different people still argue, say maybe you should care more about one people or the other, but I'm pretty sure you'd get a consensus on like the metamoral conversation of the moral value of hating someone, unless you have like a good justification.
All he's trying to say is like, even if your religion tells you to hate Jews, most people now feel like that's not a cool thing, so maybe you shouldn't do that. That's all he's saying now.
So maybe I shouldn't do
You're
that,
like
but no.
You're like Kanye.
He's saying maybe I shouldn't do that, but
No, I'm
other
leaving it up to
other
you.
Jews.
He's saying most people kind of come to that conclusion, so maybe you shouldn't do it. But the point is, look, the religion, his religion also teaches him that most people are in the wrong. Like most people err. Why should he care about this like convergence of most people?
No, that's why I went to the meta, right? Meaning within any specific religion, they are going to claim that other people are heretics and they're all going to die and blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
But when you get to the meta conversation of those communities existing for a while and then interacting with each other, they sort of pull back towards this broader...
Can you explain the other meta, though? The meta that like all these religions seem to converge on hating Jews.
That could be. Maybe that's the truth. Who knows?
Like the Stoics, the Epicureans, the Christians, the
Muslims.
Muslims.
Didn't like the Jews? Man, fuck those guys.
Read Seneca on the Jews. Haven't you read that?
No, but I'm ready to hate Seneca because I never really liked the Stoics. Kind of assholes.
Wait, why did he hate the Jews though?
Yeah, why did it just like the Jews?
I think because of like economical and conspiracy reasons. But I can
See, like, I don't know what. Wait. So what is the root of that though? I really don't understand this. Like, I've been on Clubhouse for like 3 weeks, and like I've heard the most anti-Semitic shit ever. Like,
yeah.
Like, what is the root of this shit? Like,
okay,
what is it up to?
Okay, I can tell you my theories as to like the primary root. I think it's similar to like how everyone on the planet knows Superman, even though Superman doesn't exist. The Jews have existed within like physical media for people to read and share with each other for millennia. And few written narratives have maintained that story, let alone had a religious effect on half of the planet conservatively. And with that comes a weird offshoot, right? Because the two big religions are the ones that matter, not Judaism. Judaism is small, 1.5 million. Christianity and Islam, massive, but inherent within their text, their narrative, their religious fundamental idea of the universe is an old story about a lot of Jews. So we exist a little bit like fairy tale characters in the degree to which we exist within the human's consciousness. They are aware of the Jews before they even meet any Jews. And like they hear stories from Jews that go back thousands of years because we've been tracking the stories that long. So to me, it's more, and there's other elements as well, but that pushes the awareness. So people know about the Jews. Then there's the fact that they lost. They are implicitly cursed by God. Even without like the death of the deity thing, they lost a state. A fallen state is itself a curse. And they resurrected it, and people didn't like it when they resurrected it. That was when really like charted anti-Semitism starts to pick up. They're like, what are these rowdy Jews doing coming back here doing this? It was like 80 years removed. Because a failed state returned is weird. And then, so the message gets spread. The Jews are surviving, doing whatever little thing, and stories are still spreading about them as they go around, maintaining their distinctive qualities among cultures that grew up off of sects of their ideologies. So there's, within all of the perspectives of Judaism, aside from the fact that they exist within fairy tales, they exist as precursors, as like an ancient paganistic version of whatever true religion we're following, Christianity or Islam. So they are innately an enemy of both of those ideologies, just like the Titans were the gods of the Greek islands before the Greeks came in and killed them, which is why the Greek gods killed the Titans and took the land. That's what happens. You kill a god and you replace it. The problem is the Jews kept living. They didn't just die out and their story was over and turned into either Christianity or Islam. They kept telling their Jewish story. So as a result, you had two competing historical narratives on religious fundamental ideas of the universe, which is just literally a recipe for warfare.
Well, no, I mean, the Jews survived through assimilation. I mean, I think they were just...
No, assimilation was usually a horrible thing that resulted in the Holocaust. The Holocaust was at the capstone of the greatest era of Jewish assimilation into Europe.
Yeah, I mean, the European Jews were they're not religious.
It's more complicated. There are a lot of different sects of Jews. Like, think of, let's say, one small.
When I say Jew, I'm talking about Musa. I'm talking about Moses'
Jews are
people.
hated is like a multifactorial thing. You can't reduce to a simple fact.
Exactly, that's my point.
I think there's something to Max said. I think the one about like the losing group always coming back is like there's probably like some hatred there. People see them in contrast with the Jews, both the Muslims and the Christians have done that. Seneca criticized the Jews mostly for their customs, and he saw that like as impacting the Roman society and like corrupting the Roman society, including like the Sabbath. He wasn't a big fan of the Sabbath, but I don't think you can reduce it like a simple thing. But what was it? I would like want to go back to like the Israel thing. That was like a more interesting conversation.
What part about Israel Palestine? What do you mean?
No, I just mean like that topic's more interesting than
seconds, please? Well,
this guy looks like a Super Saiyan anti-Semite, but go ahead, Don, what are you going to say? This guy looks like a Super Saiyan
no, not even remotely anywhere anti-Semitic. But the thing is, like, when you're talking about, between the two religions and the beliefs, like, when I was in Sadr City, I was in Darwa and Jamila, and those are two different regions within Sadr City. And there's probably close to about 1.3 million people in between the two. And they would kill the shit out of each other. And they're both Shia, but they're so tribal. Like they didn't have coexistence within their own culture. Like and to ask
Wait, is this in Iraq? Is this in Iraq?
Sadr City, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Iraqi Shias, but the Iraqi Shias had other disputes as well. Like even on who their imam was. Like there was literally a Shia organization at the time that believed their imam was present there.
But the point being, dude, I know a lot of my friends that actually serve in the Iranian Guard, and they hate the Ayatollah.
Yeah, exactly. Those are cool.
But as a soldier, I got to meet a lot of these people, and we still talk, but on the down low, they don't like their fucking leadership. Like, there's so much tribal bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Like, until you can figure out how to fix the tribal bullshit, you'll never get coexistence. And I'll land there.
Well, what you can do is remove the breeding grounds for this way of thinking, which is Iran. That's how you remove that. You just remove Iran. Or change the government into
the small petty tribal squabbles.
Yeah, it will stop that because most of those little petty things are funded by Iran.
But
wait, no, they're not. They're very much. Hold on. No. If you're talking about Sadr City and them, you're talking about a group of people that were like the 1920s New York Mafia. This family versus that family versus this family versus that family. I don't know how you think you're going to break up the mafia.
It's been broken up before. Yeah, Shiism has a huge history of being broken up multiple times. They're schismed, they've schismed 100 times. Every 10 years they have a new way of thinking.
But not telling incorrect Shia information. These guys not gonna be able to track it, even if you're told accurate.
Oh, okay. He can just look it up. This is online.
We don't have enough cultural context to understand.
True. But here, I'm gonna put in the side chat all the living Shia ways of thinking. You can look them up.
But that was like a microsect that claimed that you talk about the Ansar al-Yamani,
Mukhtar al-Sadr.
They did terrorism.
But that group has broken into two sects now.
I know there's one a modern one that
the
lives on TikTok.
Mahdi. Yeah.
There was the white banner and the black banner. The black banner are the TikTok ones.
Isn't that crazy? Well.
Yeah, the green banner, the crazy fuckers that slap their heads with a fucking sword when they walk down the road.
The black don't understand.
They all this anti-Semitism. It's just horrible.
I'm not gonna lie, people like what's his name? El Normo is the greatest source for anti-Semitism.
Why is that? Why is that?
It's because the way you behave makes people
You're
hate
too
Jews.
smart for them, Normo.
Why would that be the case?
It's horrible. By the way, anti-Semitism is up 300.
When I show you how wrong you are.
No.
When you usually use your nose to utter the words that come out your nose,
When
don't make any
sense.
sense.
You cited, but you hadn't read.
It's like father eats his ass. You know, it's like Al, he eats his dad's ass.
You haven't
You
read.
know, it's just a bunch of white idiots that came out of.
They say it's up 6 million.
A bunch of buffoons who run their mouth all day. They're uneducated. And you know, Al Nash was in that old folks. I know he's senile. I know he's senile. No, I'm gonna have your mother eat. I'm gonna have your mother eat my long meat. I'm gonna have her pour the gravy on my long meat so she can swallow it. Yeah.
Guys, can you be civilized?
Too bad you ran around like a cow.
Well, you were lying in the toilet in the mosque, weren't you?
Kick down the kick it. As for Al, it's not. Al, the reason why I think people like you promote.
Christopher, not anti-Semitism.
Al, the reason why I think people like you promote anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism in here. I could just tell it.
As well, I'm sorry.
No, I
This
call
guy has
you
to go down.
I'm a Jew.
No, I
I mean,
can't. This guy should
everybody
go
hates me
down.
because I'm a Jew, and I call out anti-Semitism wherever it goes. And the problem
You
is,
should know you can rise to people like this.
everywhere I go, I just hear
What
about
are you doing,
anti-Semitism.
Christopher?
Why the Jews hate us?
What are you doing,
Christopher,
Christopher?
I don't like disempowering Palestinian voices, but you can't be anti-Semitic.
Thank you.
Who
I
says
know,
I'm
but look, I have a
anti-Semitic? I am
problem with
Semitic.
Jews.
I mean, I just don't understand.
Look, I have no problem with Jews. I just don't like Jews like you that like call
Okay,
everything
well, I don't
anti-Semitic.
like people like you, so who cares? Why is it relevant?
They all hate
I'm
us,
saying
Norm.
you
They all
promote
hate us.
anti-Semitism and normal.
Why can't you just dislike Norm for Norm?
Yeah,
Yeah, why does it have to be about the Jews?
It's
I mean,
because Norm connects his dislike to Jewishness by
No,
saying
you're
like
doing
everything
that.
is anti-Semitic.
You're doing that. I'm just refuting your bullshit claims.
I
Your
didn't refuse
stupid,
anything.
nonsensical failure to make an argument with some dumb letter that says it's inaccurate. That's all I was doing.
Well, that comes from you not being able to charitably read, but that's not what I'm pointing out.
So what is charitable reading? Tell me a little bit about that. You mentioned that before. What is that?
Well, one thing of principle of charitable reading is not to attribute contradictions to the author.
Okay,
Right.
even when they exist?
Yes.
To minimize contradiction attributions, yes, that's a principle of charity in reading letters or ancient texts or any kind of text, yes.
So where does
Correct.
this thing
Make the
called
author as
charity
consistent
in
as
reading
possible.
come from? I'm sorry, forgive me for not having heard of it. What is
Oh,
charity?
you don't know about that?
No, where does that come from?
Oh, it's like a very common principle in like reading.
Where
any
does
text.
it come from?
What do you mean where it comes from?
Where'd you get? You know, which word did you not understand? Where does it come from? Tell me.
Like who invented it?
I don't know. Where did you get it from?
Yeah, I guess if you know the name of the guy that developed the concept.
Yeah, I mean the concept is ancient, but principle of charity is
Daniel,
like a known like
welcome back. I just want to let you know, if you are anti-Semitic, I'm gonna have to kick you down. It's not tolerated in this room.
Who
That's
you
perfectly
rejecting
fine by
right
me.
now?
Look,
Okay. So I don't know. Let's move on. Since you don't know where you got it from, maybe he made it up or something. I don't know.
You
Charity
just
and
wanted
I mean, look,
Google rather than
Al, there's like
facts
a
like you do
look,
for half
Al,
an
there's
hour.
like there's like a wiki and everything on the principle of charity. Like if you mean
charity or
principle of
charity and reading?
No, principle of charity.
Charitable interpretation.
Okay. So it's not charity and reading. It's called charitable interpretation. Is what you were trying to say before, Gary?
Yeah, what do you think interpretation is?
Well, I'm listening now to make sense because you didn't know what you were talking about, right? You said charity and reading.
I'm just bolstering what
What
he.
do you think? Wait, what do you think interpretation means if it's not reading?
Yeah,
What do you
reading
think
of something
interpretation
can't be an
means?
interpretation
Interpreting
of it.
means how you understand something.
Understand what?
The text.
Exactly, and what is reading?
Reading
than-
is, well, it'd be difficult to decide. Reading is looking at something and pronouncing the words, either
Why?
silently.
What I'm saying,
Hang on,
hang on, there's a difference.
Hang on.
You're a journalist.
There's-
You're
Why are you making
denying
a
the
fool of
content
yourself?
There's
of
a
reading.
difference. Hang on. There's a difference between reading and interpreting, right? Because reading can be done literally.
Not,
then you
not
can
in
interpret
this,
it.
not in this context. No.
Oh, really?
If I tell you read that person charitably, and I tell you interpret that person charitably, I'm
Okay.
saying the same
So
thing.
you have a
Right.
principle that you call charity and reading that Ed calls charitable interpretation. You don't know where you got it. Let's move from there. So what is it that you're
What do you
trying
mean?
to
I don't know where I got it.
Huh? Where did you get it from?
Wait, what do you mean where I got it from? Like where I first read about it, where I first learned about it, or who it originally goes
What are
back
you
to? I don't understand
citing
the
when
question.
you cite the
Who
principle?
manipulated you into charity?
When you, well, not charity in reading, as he said. Did you invent this?
It's a common. It's a common hermeneutics in philosophy and in hermeneutical texts, even of like ancient texts too. Like
okay, so you heard about it in a philosophy class?
In literal reading.
Huh? Say it again.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
Say it again, Mitchell.
I said that it is also commonly understood and taught in the literal act of reading.
I see. I have never heard of this being taught. It's something called charitable. You heard about it in a philosophy class or something, Gary?
I heard about it more in hermeneutics than philosophy, even though I have a background in philosophy.
Okay.
Yeah, it is most hermeneutics kind
so,
of thing.
and did you take a class in hermeneutics?
In hermeneutics, not philosophy. I do have a degree in philosophy.
Okay. But if I say, where did you hear about this? You could say, well, I heard about it in a philosophy class, right?
I think he said hermeneutics, actually.
Well, I don't know. Did you take a hermeneutics class? I asked him that already.
I don't. See, this is why I'm becoming more anti-Semitic. I don't understand these questions like they're relevant.
You don't understand the question.
You become more anti-Semitic.
I'm not gonna remember. Look, like somebody asking me, where did you first learn about production or abduction or induction?
Yeah, but to justify why you hate Jews is not. To say why you hate Jews is not really a flex, Gary. It just kind of shows your ignorance.
I don't hate Jews, Daniel.
Venus, I hear you're a Palestine defender. You're Palestine cell, Gary.
No, I don't defend Palestine either.
He's the person who makes anti-Semitic cracks.
Elle just asked me what is my source for principle of charity, Sam? How should I answer that question?
No. I said, what is your source for what you said was charitable reading? That's what you said. That's what
you answer in many ways, but that makes me hate Jews. It's not one of the answers.
Have discourse norms. It's just self-evident.
Right. Say that again,
no, but where did you learn about
discourse norms?
He said it's a brute fact.
But
no, it's not a brute fact. It's not a brute fact. It's
self-evident. Instead of violating a principle.
It evinces itself.
Sam, what I said is you should read any text in the most charitable way, and one way to be charitable is to interpret the author as being as consistent as you possibly can.
Natural course. As an introduction to the beautiful tradition of Taoism, I would like to present you the philosophy of flow. Tao Te Ching is a mysterious piece of art. Not only there is no consensus when exactly it was written, but the existence of its author remains disputed. Nevertheless, one thing is certain: the profundity of this work has left its mark on humanity to this day. Not to mention that the Tao Te Ching is the most translated work in world literature after the Bible. The essence of Taoist philosophy is living in harmony with the Tao, also called the Way. So, what is the Tao? That's a question we can't really answer, and it's futile to try. Our understanding.
I can interpret you asking the question in all three of those ways, and I was trying to figure out which of those three you were asking.
Well, you could have answered any one of them and been able to answer it instead of playing dumb. Well, it took a lot of work and you needed a lot of help from others. But you were playing dumb. Like, what do you mean by where did I get
who helped me out?
Can we talk about Resistance's weight? Like, that nigga's bad as fuck.
Wait, who helped me out?
McZed.
I did?
How did McZed help me out?
Well, he used the term charitable interpretation, which is what the
charitable interpretation is the other term in the wiki for principle of charity. I referred you to the wiki in the first place.
No, you said charitable. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I told you it's a wiki on the principle of charity.
Okay, so when you drop the word Auschwitz into a conversation with a Jew in a humiliating way, should I charitably interpret that, or should I not be charitable when I listen to that?
Well, it depends on what you go for discourses.
Okay, what do you go for in discourses? So if somebody drops the term Auschwitz into a conversation with a Jew, should one take that charitably?
Absolutely.
Well, in
That was a
some
nice
sense, I
look
can
out
be
there.
charitable by thinking they're just trying to be edgy and not poison the well by like pointing them out as like an anti-Semite. So in some sense, pointing out that they're anti-Semitic is uncharitable.
It's charitable. I think it's accurate, don't you?
Still not charitable though. That's the point.
Sorry, what was that, Max?
I said,
Still not charitable.
I said the whole point of charity is to not be seeking what you want to impose as the accurate, correct interpretation. Charitable is saying, let's try to assume the document or text or media in front of us is attempting to communicate.
I was charitable to Al's mother's butthole, by the way.
Yeah, your mom's a
Seriously?
fucking slut. You're fat as fuck, by the way. I just want
The point would like one way to think about one justification for principle of charity.
Yeah,
is
what
it's
theory
going
of
to
obesity
maximize-
does resistance hold to? That's what I want to fucking
Ask your mother. We have to measure her mouth when she put the meat in it.
Fat ass, you fucking.
We have to
fat
measure
ass.
your
You're never
mother's
gonna
mouth.
free
It was
Palestine.
wide.
You're never gonna free Palestine.
We're gonna free your mother's butthole. Don't worry. We're gonna free your mother's
You ate
butthole.
all of the AIDS.
Why is
You
this
ate all
black
of the
guy
AIDS.
worried about Palestine? Like, worry about the hood. What's wrong with you? Anyways, L, look, did you want like an argument for the principle of charity, or did you like move on from that?
I thought you wasn't gonna let no racism in here.
I wanted to point out your anti-Semitism.
I'm not.
So you could be we could be racist, but not anti-Semitic.
No, I am against racism. By the way, anti-Semitism.
He just said something racist. He just said monkey or black something like that.
I didn't hear him. I was.
Wait, who said?
Nobody here.
The garbage, Gary and this animal, Al.
Well, but you make
What did I say,
anti-Semitic
Rick?
remarks, which makes one think you're anti-Semitic.
Nah, I just like to tease you, Norman.
I didn't say any
Well,
anti-Semitic.
we don't know each other well enough for you to tease me. And you were talking to somebody else.
I know you enough now. Don't worry, we're like buddies now.
So you like to, not to me. And by the way, you weren't talking to me when you mentioned Auschwitz. You were talking to somebody else.
You were talking to Daniel.
And so I don't think you were just teasing when you brought that up.
I was just teasing Daniel. I was teasing Daniel.
I think you were being nasty.
Al's mother was having nice barbecues at Auschwitz.
Fucking fat.
I was getting under the belt.
I ran resistance down for the Auschwitz reference.
Why?
That was
What's wrong with Auschwitz? What's wrong? No, it isn't. What's disturbing about it?
Why do you keep bringing him up? What do you think? Do you think like magically he's transformed now? What do you think? Like in the last 10 minutes, he became like a new person.
Or you like lost weight or something? That's impossible. That's a contradiction.
I don't bring the same person you kicked down like 15 times in the last hour. What do you think is gonna happen the next time?
Right.
Like he's been baptized. He's like a new person. What do you think happened?
Putting his hand up again. Yeah, because maybe he did Toba.
You don't have to bring them up, especially if you're moderating the space and some people have proven to be trouble.
Okay.
Like the 5th time, the 6th time. Anyways, Al, nobody here is anti-Semitic, but you gotta stop calling everything anti-Semitic. That's gonna make people anti-Semitic.
Now, lying is another
That's
thing
what
you
made
should.
Kanye. That's what
Hang
made
on,
Kanye
Gary. Hang on. Lying
That's
is
how
another
Kanye
thing.
became anti-Semitic.
Lying is another thing you shouldn't do. Do you agree, Gary?
What?
Depends on what if. Let me ask you something. If it's 19.
Well, no, don't ask me something. Don't ask me something.
But you said lying. I shouldn't be doing lying, right?
Yes.
If, for example, it's the 1940s.
No. It's just a yes or a no. No, it's just a yes or a no. Just a yes or a no.
And the Nazis knock on my door.
If you say, hang on, Gary.
Should I lie?
Gary, in this conversation with me, and in a general social conversation, which is what we're having about a topic, it's my opinion that you shouldn't lie. Do you agree with me?
Like just in a conversation?
Yeah.
Probably in most cases, it's not conducive to lie.
I agree.
But in some
did you lie just now when you said
if it's like 1940 and I'm hiding.
Well, no, I don't want to talk about 1940. It's 2025. It's too long ago.
It's probably gonna be smart to lie, no?
I understand.
Not according to Andrew.
So if you say.
Except according to Andrew, yeah. But
so Gary,
it's like
Gary, if you say to somebody you shouldn't call everything anti-Semitic, it's dishonest, isn't it?
No, because you're not interpreting me charitably in the hyperbolic context that I'm speaking in.
Okay, so what did you really want to say? Now without being
I said probably some. This is what I mean to communicate. If you interpret correctly, some things are anti-Semitic, so other things aren't anti-Semitic. Being too loose about it is going to like remove the force of the term anti-Semitic. So,
well, no, I'm not looking. I'm talking about you and me
It's probably smart not to label most things anti-Semitic. That's about.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
So, do you think I label most things anti-Semitic, Gary?
Probably. From the little data that I have.
Okay, give me an example of some things that I labeled anti-Semitic, maybe inaccurate.
For example, I think you labeled that somebody who's just like throwing peas around, trying to trigger you because he knows you're Jewish.
No, use the word. Use the word, not just peas. What word did you use?
I don't remember. I think you misheard the term that I spoke, but I think
Auschwitz?
You said weasel is anti-Semitic.
That was Soren. He's in the goo for that. Now, Auschwitz, can you see where that would be anti-Semitic to make that reference?
Depends on the context.
But do you see how it could be anti-Semitic?
I think there are contexts where it's going to be absolutely anti-Semitic, yes.
You absolutely could. Very good, very good. And if you call somebody slimy, a yid, do you think that could be anti-Semitic?
Yid, yes. Slimy, I don't know. Unless they're like hyper-specific.
Well, to me, while we're discussing something, implying that I'm a slimy Jew, which I think is what you were saying.
Label most
right?
things anti-Semitic.
That's anti-Semitic, isn't it? A slimy Jew. Don't you think that's anti-Semitic?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the term slimy Jew.
No, I'm talking to Himity, not you. The Himity is the third person.
Okay.
He's probably pissed off.
So now that we've gone on, I think I've mentioned 2 or 3 examples: slimy Jew, Auschwitz.
So what are you talking about? Normal, I got lost in like another conversation. What are you trying to say?
Sure. So I don't call most things anti-Semitic. I call
I'm glad what are you trying to say?
You want to get off this topic now, Gary? Getting uncomfortable?
No. I think we agree because I think we're just going to go in a circle. Some things are anti-Semitic, other things aren't anti-Semitic.
But I never called most things.
You don't think you're overusing the term. We're not going to get into an agreement.
No. We can't. We are in agreement. Did I overuse the term?
That's what Gary is saying.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Did I say when you called somebody when you made a Auschwitz reference, you admitted it was anti-Semitic? When you called somebody slimy?
I feel like you can't track pretty well. I feel like when I say something like, in some cases it can be anti-Semitic, you just go on and the next time you repeat that, you're saying you agree that it's going to be anti-Semitic.
Well, the way when you did it just a little while ago.
He actually said
He actually said what?
This guy is like
an insufferable
moron.
I can't hear.
No, I know, but like I know, but I kind of like it normal.
All right. So in 3 cases, not everything.
What are you talking about, Himity? You talk about like the mod.
Yeah.
So we've been talking for a few hours, and I cited in these 3 hours 3 examples.
Am I right or wrong?
I cited 3 examples of anti-Semitism.
No, you're correct.
Right.
I think I said correct to Himity, just because of you.
So in the 3 hours that we spoke, I called out 3 examples of
He'll talk to
anti-Semitism.
himself. If you leave him, you just wind him up.
That's not calling most things anti-Semitic, is it?
And he's gonna call us anti-Semitic for not talking to him in a second. Just watch.
Okay. Do you want to just let it go now, Gary?
All respect, shouldn't we ask Jews what they consider anti-Semitic? Because it's their experience.
Probably.
But he said Jewish hate, but then in that case, then I'll be anti-Semitic too, because God Himself told me to hate Jews and Christians.
Right. That's true.
So you're
anti-Semitic. We need a broader.
No, it's not. You actually, if you hate Jews just for them being Jews, congratulations. You're anti-Semitic. It's very.
Okay. That's the definition. I am proudly anti-Semitic. If that's the definition. I have to be.
There's nothing to be proud of being. There's nothing to be proud of being ignorant. There's nothing proud to be.
Okay, then your religion contradicts my religion.
No, it's not about religion. Your hate to Jews.
I don't know what to tell you, Daniel.
And you don't hate me. You don't hate my religion. You hate my ethnicity.
It's not a race. Let me talk to Al for a second. Let me
Yeah, I
talk
just
to Al
really
for a
like
second.
Kanye
Al.
West, especially like 808 Heartbeats. I love
Let
that.
me talk to Al for a second. Al,
In the night,
my
I hear
religion
the
does not.
talk, recall the story ever told.
Wait, Gary, wait one second.
Al, my religion does not contradict your religion.
Well, have you stopped talking since I left?
I know, and not in that way, but it
doesn't. Actual mouth.
Let Al.
No, but I am drunk as fuck, though.
Okay, wait. I think there has to be a broader definition. If look, Hitler and the Nazis, they had like a historic. Look, you fucking nigger Christian. Stop fucking speaking.
Stop that. You're gonna get kicked
stop
out.
fucking speaking. Stop fucking speaking.
Are you black?
Yeah, I don't give a. I am from the waist down. You can ask his mom. Look. So look, we're gonna go back to the look. 1 second. Anyways, look. Oh my God, I'm racist now. You guys saw I'm exposed now, I guess. Anyways, look. So we're gonna go back to the topic. So let's say my religion, right, tells me that I have to hate a Hindu. Okay.
It's a fucked up religion. Because religion is about spirituality. It's about connecting. It's about doing good. If your religion indoctrinates you, your religion indoctrinates you to hate people just because of who they are, this is not a religion. This is like a hateful ideology.
I need to know what's wrong with
deny his religion.
It's not a religion. You don't just say me. No, hating people is not. Listen, it's not a religion, okay? Because there's nothing religious about it. There's nothing holy.
What do you mean? What is the religion? No, that is the religion by definition. That is the religion.
That is not. So if this is the religion that you have, then it's a fucked up religion.
That's fine. You can believe that, but you can.
It's not about believing that. If you hate people just because of who they are, because someone told you to hate them, and you don't have the capacity in your mind.
Yeah, but I believe that someone is God. Daniel, I don't think you understand. I believe God to believe that.
No. God did not say people that use God in order to indoctrinate you are saying it, and you, being the ignorant person that you are, believe those people that are weaponizing God in order.
The word of
and they use you. So hate. But I can only feel sorry for people like you that are ignorant and don't think.
That's your religion. That's fine. You can feel sorry for them.
No, that's not my religion. It has nothing to do with my religion. It's about
you're just empathy overload right now.
No, it's about humanity and morality, and you have none of them.
I don't believe in your morality.
I know, because you have a religion.
Yeah,
I don't know what religion
What's
is
the
that.
Contradiction with my religion. What's the P and not P? You fucking
that
idiot.
You are
What's the P and not P?
immoral. That it's immoral and inhumane.
How is that a contradiction?
Yeah, that's not.
It's not a contradiction. It's just a very sad thing that you. I don't know what religion. What religion is that? What religion is that? What religion is that?
Any religion.
What
any
religion is that?
I feel like every religion tells you to hate the other religion. I feel like every religion.
Not true.
I don't care what you say. I'm asking what is your religion that told you to hate Jews?
Okay, Christianity. Okay, if you read the Church Fathers for 5 seconds.
Like the Eastern religions don't do that. Just
what is your religion?
Wait, the Eastern religion affirm like dialetheism and shit. I don't give a fuck about them. They should be killed.
What is your religion that tells you that God told you to hate people? Which religion is that?
The one with 2 billion people. The one with 2 billion people in it, Daniel.
Judaism.
What religion is that?
It's called Islam.
What religion do you have that tells you to hate people?
He said Islam.
Islam.
Islam? So I don't know what twisted version of Islam you believe in.
Okay, so I'm going to put the Quran for you.
I don't. If this is what you think your religion is, and you don't,
I know it's.
I understand. If you know this and you don't run away like fire and you embrace this hateful genocidal ideology, there's something really fucked up in you, in your humanity, in your morality, in the way you think.
No.
I'm not twisting.
You're
I didn't say Palestinian.
Twist to it.
I didn't say Palestinian. I didn't say Palestinian. I didn't say the word Palestinian.
No, you said genocidal. I don't know why you said that.
Daniel, I was with
because
you.
When you hate.
Daniel, please.
Hating someone does not mean you kill them, Daniel.
Out. Daniel, you were right up until the end talking about if you have a religion that is compelling you, suggesting, manipulating you into hating your fellow man, then you just called him a piece of shit. Like you didn't have a conclusion. And I would rather if the conclusion was more like this. You will be cursed by God because you're violating the laws of the universe.
Exactly. Yes, I don't know. I can speak as a human. For me, I cannot speak for God. Like he's I don't know who tells him
The
like what
your
God
argument ends that he's a piece of shit, and my argument ends that my God is
Daniel,
more
I
moral
understand,
than
but
his
I
God.
I cannot. You can have your own argument. That's fine. I cannot speak on the name of God. I can tell you that as a human person, as a human being, his point of view is immoral and inhumane, and it has nothing to do with religion.
Opinion, dude.
No, that is your opinion that God would do this and this.
My opinion, your opinion, not his opinion.
I have no idea what you're talking about. My point. Maybe you have a different point. You can make your point, and I will make my point. How about that? My point is that if you have a religion that teaches you to hate a group of people just because of what they are born to be, that is not a religion. It's a twisted, evil, manipulative, genocidal.
These are all
Why is it evil?
because you disagree with the sense of morality.
No, it's not about disagreeing. It's about, listen, there is something called right and wrong in the world. I understand that we live in a world that, bombing yourself up is fine because you call it resistance. But when you say, I hate a group of people just because, like, ethnicity, just because they were born like this, and it's
Okay, stop interrupting. I actually genuinely want to hear what he has to say. Let's just talk normally. I'm not even lying. It's not a big deal, okay? So, like, go ahead, Daniel.
Okay.
I mean, I really need to make the point. I mean, you have a religion that tells you need to hate a specific group of ethnicity just because of they were born like this. And you really ask me why is it, like, fucked up, immoral, inhumane, and wrong?
Yes.
So I guess we are very different.
Okay,
maybe your religion is a religion of hate.
He's not answering the question.
Daniel,
ideology.
Daniel. Okay. Let's go. Let's just make it simpler for you, okay? We both believe in God, right? I'm assuming.
For me? No. Don't make it simpler for me. Make it simpler for you. For me, it's very simple. No.
Okay, you don't. Then let's go. Okay, that's even better for me. Thank you. So you're okay. So what's your moral ethical framework? No. What's your moral ethical framework?
What is my moral ethical framework?
Yeah.
I create my own moral ethical, like a human being.
That's awesome. What is it though? You created it. What is it?
The things that are wrong. That if you meant intentionally to harm people that shouldn't be, like there are many things. Like rape is wrong. Murdering is wrong. Like they are wrong and right.
Let's go to murder. What is murder?
Is the intention to kill someone in a criminal act.
Unlawfully, right? Correct. Unlawfully. So let's just say there's a society that creates a law where you can go and just kill anyone you want, right? And it is that by definition, it's okay. What's your argument that it's immoral?
That is
under your moral ethical framework. Yeah. What's your argument? I believe it's immoral because God says murder is wrong. But what's your argument that's wrong?
But what do you mean murder? What is your definition of murder? We are in a loop.
Yeah,
So if you say according to your legality, if you go to a country where murder is legal,
God, for me,
then it's moral.
Divine command theory. Yeah. So I believe God creates the laws.
Legal and moral are not the same thing. Something can be legal but not moral. Something can be moral but not legal. Okay.
I agree with you. So exactly.
And I understand that. Moral is something that is like, I guess it's not common for everybody, what is moral and what is not. I agree, I understand. I think that hating people that did nothing wrong to you, that you don't even know them, is stupid, mostly for you, not for those people. Because you are putting yourself in this box of hate and delusion of the world, not me.
Thank you. Finally, that's a good answer.
How is that a good answer?
I don't care.
I still don't understand.
I'll explain. That's a good answer because he is no longer suggesting that you are just bad per se for wanting these things. He's now saying that if you were to live this way and desire the hatred of certain people, he's suggesting that out of your sense of self-enjoyment in life, you would be hurting yourself. He's trying to help you now. That's why it's
okay. So let's say wait. Let's say I take the course of action where I do hate everyone, which I do. Okay. So you're what are you saying? So like my life is not going to be pragmatic in a way?
No, not pragmatic. He's saying that you are inviting some hatred into your heart and that's going to have negative psychological influence.
Okay, what if it has positive psychological impact?
For example, you said you hate everybody. That might make you a loner. It could lead to depression. There's many things that could happen if you invite hatred in, and like you can elaborate on them, but what he's suggesting now is a better answer. He's saying that this is immoral because it is unproductive to the goals of humans, even those that engage in it.
Was this you attempting to dunk on this guy on like ethics?
No, I'm not dunking.
This is like an epic fail, bro.
Yeah, wait, what does that mean? I don't understand. Wait,
He's got fucking. You got dragged into this ridiculous conversation.
There's no dunking.
Like, honestly, I need Venus to go over this with me, honestly. I don't know what just happened. Like,
You obviously, I don't know, you tried to dunk on this guy and he just like hit you with a confusion bomb and now
I don't get the argument.
That's
like, I
some
really
idiot
don't get it.
conversation.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
That's gonna make people
Gary, help.
anti-Semitic.
Anyways, okay, so you're saying it's wrong because it's not pragmatic. That's literally what I'm hearing.
No, he's not saying it's not pragmatic. He's saying it's against your self-interest.
What if I do try take the course of action of hating everyone? And
you can do that. He's saying you will regret that choice. He's warning you.
How the fuck does he know that? Does he know my intentional state?
No, it's just his approximation. It's his guess based on people.
Okay, what if my approximation is the opposite based on people?
That's fine. You're having a conversation. You asked him where his ideas came from.
No, okay, exactly that. No, but he also agreed that morality was arbitrary in a way. He did agree to that.
Yeah, and into his own on his own.
Okay, so then I was only look, my only contention.
But now he has an argument. He has a self-perfecting argument. It's true to anyone. If it is true that inviting hatred into your heart leads to negative consequences in life, then it may be a good suggestion to not join such a moral community.
So yeah, it may be, sure.
That's why I'm saying it's better than
it
before
may be
we said
good
you were
as
a
well,
piece of
right?
shit
You
because
agree?
we thought killing people was fine.
No, but it may be good as well, right? It may be conducive to some like a positive.
It could be. That'd be a counter argument. You'd say no. In fact, hatred of others enlivens me and brings me fulfillment, and you might be right, and that would be the debate then.
Okay, and that's where I would go with that.
Okay, so what benefits do you see in your life based on the invitation?
Okay, what if my approximation is the opposite based on people? Yeah, so I hate what God hates, right? So, and I believe God is the ultimate truth, right? So, yeah, so in my estimation, it's like I'm hating what would be bad for me anyway, which is to be around Christians and Jews and other pagans.
Well, okay, I get the idea of hating things that are bad, but why apply the label of bad to people?
Because God did.
And he suggests that you go so far as to hate. Like, I think if they were bad, just avoid them, no?
I mean, doesn't God in the Old Testament hate himself?
Hate himself? What do you mean?
No, hate. Like, he has the attribute of hating things. Like, he hates certain things. Like.
Okay, so the Bible does use certain language like that. Also, languages like, I saved you from Egypt on the wings of eagles. When it uses terms like God gets angry or furious or jealous, he's usually talking about idolatry, saying, like, don't go sleeping with other gods, you know?
Exactly. No, 100%, right? And let's say you have an idol worshiper in front of you. Are you not going to hate that idol worshiper?
Doesn't he hate Amalek?
Okay, well, slow down. That's a good question. And the answer is, no, I wouldn't hate the idolater. I would dislike the practice, and I would think that he's harming himself by engaging in it. But I wouldn't hate him. I feel sad for him. He's trapped in the fake system where he's bowing down to rock.
Simon, we don't hate you. We feel sorry for you that this is the path that you chose for yourself. Like,
and I feel sorry for you that you're a Jew and you're going to hell. I feel sorry.
That is fine, but the difference is that I was born a Jew and you hate me for just existing. I hate you for choices that you made. We are not the same.
Well, I don't hate him at all. I just feel sorry.
Well, no, I mean, I also would hate your choices as well, Daniel, because you're an atheist, right? So, I mean, you made the worst choice under my estimation.
I was born a Jew, so you hate me just for existing.
Yeah, but then you strayed away from your ancestors' path.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you for your hate that you chose to take upon yourself. I feel sorry for you because if you at the end we're living in reality, and when you hate people with no reason and your reasoning is someone told me that you don't have any justification.
Hate would be just like an immense dislike, right?
Whatever you like, yes.
Okay,
like,
do you hate Hamas, Daniel? Daniel, do you hate Hamas?
Hamas is not something that someone.
Do you hate Hamas, Daniel? Yes or no?
Yes, because of what they do, because of their actions.
Wait. So
because of their actions as a group, as an ideology.
Hating someone
But hold
inherently
on. No,
is not
but
wrong. It depends on the reason.
listen. No, I was very specific. You hate me for being a Jew, and I was a Jew when I was 1 day old.
No, not
okay?
your race, not your ancestry, right?
My ethnicity. It's not about race. It's about
your religion. Yes, I
when you talk, it's not religion. Listen to me. Stop interrupting me. When we say we hate Hamas, is you can join Hamas and you can leave Hamas. It's a choice that you, as a human being, made. Okay.
Yeah, but you can become Muslim. You can become Muslim today. It takes
exactly. But you didn't ask about if
you're not a Muslim, so I hate you. Yes, I hate you and your belief systems. Yes. What's the
you don't even know what my belief. But again, you don't know my belief system. Okay, the only thing you know.
You're an atheist. That's all I have to know, brother.
Exactly. So you don't even know my belief system.
And also, you've been speaking for the past hour. Like your moral ethical framework is all over the place. I hate you just because of your moral ethical stance. I think it's dangerous.
My moral ethic is like next to you, dude. You're the last person to talk about moral. Well, you just said here that you hate Jews just because they're Jews. You want to talk about morality with me?
You find a contradiction with my worldview, right? So like, I don't care.
Of course, I don't need a contradiction. Listen, I don't need a contradiction. You can hate and love.
I'm still gonna affirm.
No, listen.
It's very real.
You can hate and love whoever you want. Okay, you can hate and love whoever you want. I cannot deny it. Obviously, you hate Jews. I'm saying that you picking up on this hateful ideology
be specific.
is
I hate anyone who's
counterproductive.
not Muslim. Anyone who's not Muslim, yes. Be specific.
Consistency.
Right.
That's the key.
So I think first of all the fact that you are so I don't know what is the word that I'm looking for, like so happy, no, not happy, whatever, about being hateful. I think it's a problem.
Wait, Daniel, is spitting on like idol worshippers, like idols, is that hate?
Yes.
Okay, so if I show you Jewish prophets who did that, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna say they were hating?
Yes.
Okay, is that immoral? Is that immoral to hate?
Yes. No,
I mean, you're an atheist. Exactly. That's my fucking point.
No,
exactly.
listen.
That's my point.
Again,
your world.
The hate that you're missing is what I'm saying is
you don't even agree with Jews yourself. You don't even agree with Jews yourself. So it doesn't matter.
Because we are not a...
Jewish prophets themselves hated pagans. So like, I mean, take it up with them. Okay? You can ask God when you die. You're like, why did you make them? Be specific.
Hell, am I an anti-Semite because I hate that fucking accent? That Israeli accent.
He's not. That's not even an Israeli accent. It's a German accent. So you are low-key anti-Semitic for assuming it's Israeli. I'm not even anti-Semitic in that way where I just like start making these weird like 1940s slogans and shit. I don't give a fuck about that. But as a religion, yes, I have to disavow that religion. Like I have no choice.
And Lord,
Shall we end this room?
why?
Can we not mod someone?
Yeah, make me a mod, Noah.
Not
Who is this guy? We don't have mutuals.
But as a religion, yes, I have to disavow that religion.
They all left? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's really
finally.
We're gonna make a normal mod.
Oh my god, please no. Oh my god.
I'm done.
It's so weird that people are so proud of being hateful, and I hear it as being ignorant. Like the fact that you just hate a group of people just because someone told you to hate them. I think it's immature and sad. I don't hate him. I just really feel sorry for them. They are like really simple-minded. So sad that this is what people think Islam is.
I don't think he truly believes that, by the way. I think he's just doing it for the sake of the debate.
Well, that's dishonest.
With people who claim to get their morality from religious books, all they have to do is say that my God asked me to hate on people, my God asked me to rape women who are not Muslims. That's what they do. So it's a pretext for bad people to hide behind godly morality.
Yes, provide justification, and I think that Islam has been weaponized, and it to a point that people like him
Trump's on right now. You fucking
proudly
Jew.
saying that
Get over it. Get over the fucking Holocaust. My ancestors did it. Fucking faggots. Shut up about it.
Can you kick him? Thank you.
No.
Bye.
You can't.
Bye.
Stuck my fucking Aryan dick. Fucking faggot.
Okay, you're drunk, man.
I'm always drunk. You're always drunk.
And why are you guys so obsessive with gay sex? Like all you homophobes
that's all you are.
So obsessed.
Listen,
it's like every third word. Every second word you say is fags and gay.
Of the United Arab Emirates. Can we do that? Let's give all the multiple wives of the Muslims to the Jews.
And listen, you're
Can
drunk.
we do that?
Go
Let me do that.
Go to sleep.
I'm
No one
German.
cares about what you
I'm
say.
gonna give all the multiple wives. I'll give the Jews tons of wives.
Go drink some water.
And
Go drink some water. You're embarrassing yourself.
Everyone will be in unity. There'll be a whole hippie fest.
Can someone raise resistance?
As I say,